to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Hi, I'd like a 25-minute sermon and some upbeat worship music, please. Nothing too crazy, though. And I don't like to stand until the very end.
Certainly. Please drive forward. Have a blessed day.
No standing until the end, right?
Of course not, sir. Here at FTU CCUSA, we get your order right the first time, every time, all the time, and on time until the end of time. Have a blessed day. Welcome to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Who's teaching?
Pastor Wilkes.
No, I'm not so crazy about him.
Oh, I meant Pastor Johnson, of course. Sorry for the mix-up.
That's more like it. Now look, I don't want any of that Old Testament business today. I want to focus on the New Testament.
Well, of course, sir. The Old Testament God is me.
I mean, he is a lot happier now, so let's focus on the present.
Certainly.
I want some creative illustrations. I want to laugh a little bit, but not too much. I want my communion crackers broken for me with 100% natural grape juice. I know that stuff last week was from a can. Do you think that's honoring to God?
No, sir. Of course not.
I didn't think so. And I want to feel encouraged and uplifted and affirmed this week. And look, I want some healing from my bunion. And I don't want to be challenged too much, just a little bit, okay? Because I'm challenged enough during work.
Certainly. This is a safe place. A happy place.
I'd be a lot happier if you had something in the 5th row or so.
Certainly.
That's what I'm talking about. Have a blessed day.
An apostate church wants nothing to do with visions or prophecies of men of righteousness. They don't want anything to do with it. You know that's the gospel. You know that's the truth. They want to hear messages. They want nothing that disturbs the status quo, nothing to upset this successful world in which they move and live. They refuse any kind of correction. Everything today is being excused under the banner of love. Love. We're getting ready to love the devil. This is a perverted love I want nothing to do with. It's all crusades. It has nothing to do with this book. The people clamor for entertainment. They flock by the thousands now to concerts and plays and social gatherings. While they ridicule the prophets, they mock what they call the doomsday preachers, and they prefer the illusions. They don't want any preacher or evangelist to tell them the hard truth, and they don't want the sword of the Lord to come forth in their congregations. They say, preach to us smooth things, bless us, make us happy, make us feel good. I heard a preacher say, you can come to this church and feel good. God help us. They say, no more preaching of this Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah was sent to prophesy against the apostate Jews, the Lord's own people. And you know what God said to Jeremiah? He said, I send you forth with my word of judgment and holiness and righteousness, but they will fight you. The dread of the Lord is no longer in them. They prefer to drink from cisterns rather than the living water. You go to Jeremiah 1, 2, 3 and you'll find it. Chapters 1, 2, and 3. Don't turn there now, but you'll find that whole thing there. God sent, he said, go, preach to them. But your preaching is going to make their eyes hard. You're going to make them insensitive to the truth. And I'll tell you what, when the Word of God comes forth in its power and unction, it'll do one of two things. It'll either break you or harden you. It'll break you or harden you. It'll judge you. The Word will judge you or break you. An apostate church simply endures the prophetic voice. They pass it by with a condescending smile. I'm going to read to you. Listen to Ezekiel 33. Don't turn, but just listen to it. He said, they come to you as my people, come, and they sit before you as my people, and they hear your words, but they don't do them. For they do the lustful desires expressed by their mouth, and their heart goes after their own gain and their idols. And behold, you are to them like a sensual song by one who has a beautiful voice and plays well on an instrument. And they hear your words, but they do not practice them. And I can quote 100 scriptures against this kind of idolatry. And people come up and pat me on the back and say, good preaching, Brother Dave, I believe it, and go right back that very night and sit and watch filth. And it's kind of an amusing message. It's kind of a novel thing to hear someone prophesy now. What's it going to be for you, brother, sister? Is it going to be that you hear the prophetic word of the Lord come, and then you walk out and sing a sweet, sensual song, and go right back and do the same very thing?